this is Salamancer. And if you've... I've never seen a skull look quite as dorky as that before. Yes, hello, I'm a skull. We have McCart on defense one more time. This is the third round of a 3-round map. But it could very well be dead time. In fact, it could very well be a repeat of the second round. So you need to go back and watch round 1 and 2 because this could very well... I don't know, I'm just telling you. This might actually be... Okay, well, you can see the scoreboard now, so... Never mind. You shouldn't be watching this till you watch the other 2 rounds. Or at least one of them. Or not. I mean, if... I don't... You don't have to. You're a busy guy. FaZe, though, getting some immediate opening headshots here against his opponents. Using that upper hand, as it is called. I don't know why they had to just not call it the op. But hey, it's TF2. That's how it goes. Getting a nice body shot there on the enemy sniper. But now, once again, he is getting harassed by that spy. And things are so hard against a spy who knows how to get headshots right now. That is no take. Really causing a lot of headaches here for FaZe. Finally, FaZe is going to feel safe to walk out once again, but does have to deal with that sniper. Oh, and this sniper battle is so furious right now, but there you go. Finally, Smobo takes down FaZe. So good harassment on the sniper does keep the rest of the blue team alive, and you get to see that very effectively in that POV. Once again, Loops, for some reason, is using the wrong color gloves. Who cares? But yeah, that point of view, we got to see very clearly just how effective all that harassment was, because otherwise FaZe would have had free reign to get a whole bunch of awesome headshots there. But the sniper, I'm sorry, the spy and the scout harassing him at the same time basically shut him down. Now, Fox Donut. I don't think we've seen this guy before, because it was, yeah, this was a Serenity crew. Apparently this is a sub, I think, because Fox Donut is, well, actually, oh, you know what? Something weird happened in this game. Yeah, it was like somebody needed to sub, and some weird stuff happened with the server. So, essentially, this round might be very short, I think. Just because... What happened? What actually happened in this round? I'm trying to think. Essentially, one team, I think it was probably... McCart. Something happened where they basically just went ahead and set the time of 12 minutes because that was the time they set originally, but then they had to reset the config or something, I think. So McCart have gone ahead and set a time of, well, I don't even know. What is happening? You tell me. Anyway, right now, of course, we do hear my iPhone going off, and we hear McCart getting some nice kills on defense. We'll see whether they can actually defend this for long enough. I think this is the last defense McCart has to do, but I could be wrong. Maybe they have to do an offense as well. Just considering the length of the video, though, I think it's just going to be them on defense. Who knows, ladies and gentlemen? Who knows? The card is very close to that second point, but 6 minutes left to go here before things get shut down. And so far, Serenity Crew can't quite get out of these choke points yet. Choke points very difficult to go through. You got to usually use an Uber or hope your opponents are not paying attention. Of course, it helps to be able to make your opponents not pay attention. In comes the Uber right now. And No Take not able to get the stab you wanted, but he does take down the engineer. So I'm pretty sure Serenity Crew will have the capture on the second point fairly soon. With No Take jumping down, trying to get some more kills. Pokes the soldier in the face and then finishes him off with a backstab. I love how, like, the icicle, you know, if you poke somebody in the face with it, nothing happens. They're just like, yeah, whatever, you just poked me. But then you turn around and stab them in the back, and all of a sudden they turn into ice. I mean, it's just like in the real life, right? You grab an icicle from anywhere, really. So recently, obviously in Texas we don't have icicles, but I went to Colorado to last spring to do some spring break like snowboarding and stuff. That was a lot of fun. We at one point got to go sit in a hot tub outdoors and grab icicles and like dunk them in the hot tub. That was a fun time. It was a fun time. Like attack each other with them as well. It was always good. Already this is looking like a really good offense for the Serenity Crew, and suddenly Anacrolepsy does take down Sigma. Sigma. That is a Sigma, right? Sure. Not an Epsilon. Alright. McCart losing a lot of players here on this defense. They haven't lost their med just yet, but the med needs to get out, and I don't think that is going to happen. No, sir. It is not. But of course, it would not have behooved him to try and hide behind enemy lines because he wouldn't have gotten away with it anyway, and he would have just died later. So that was obviously the right choice to just try and get out. FaZe getting some nice headshots, and Stigma does do a nice reflect kill. We didn't get to see that one on camera, but it was pretty close by. Meanwhile, Sasser doing some good kills on frequency, laying down a bunch of damage. The rest of his team can try and follow up. Sounds like more headshots going on as well. And McCart, they want to defend this desperately, but their Demo Man did just get taken out. Kella doing some good damage with that spun up minigun, but no. And now Spirit caught up against the wall there. Good juggling by the soldier. So Yeegs is doing an amazing job. FaZe keeping very good control of this door right now, just to make sure that that Demo Man doesn't get him killed. You still got to be careful. Demo and now Spy after him, pulling out the bushwhacker. And there goes the Spy. But they've only got time enough to defend this last point. This is actually going to be a really fast round here, I think, as Serenity Crew, if they push this cart in one last time, things are going to look pretty scary for McCart. They'll have to get an even better time than 6 minutes. So Serenity Crew all of a sudden making us really happy that we watched Firefly, because they are pulling it together at the very end. They're making the plan work, and already you see that pit on fire. I don't exactly know why that is, but these things happen. And Yeeg is going to start laying down some damage, but it's too late here. There is a little bit of defense, but it's all on the ground right now, so Yeegs is in a perfect position to take advantage of this. You see the pit open, flames spewing forth, and Yeegs does decide to donate himself to the pit gods. But there you have it, Serenity Crew winning a 6-minute round. And now, of course, we do have a slight break. This is what happened. Okay, so we saw, interesting. The time is not quite the same, actually, 5:46. I don't think it's quite the same. Regardless, though, they basically had to just reset the capture time there without touching each other for the round, I think is what happened. That's what they were telling me. But we don't have to see any of that. We just get to see everything, you know, set up. And the doors open. The rocket hits Noble right away. Noble's got to be careful about this. But somehow, with 6 health, he managed to get a kill there on Yeegs. So I like that. Zarlor continuing his direct hit reign of terror, trying to keep that engineer away as much as possible. And there you did see the Eureka effect, flashing the engineer back to home once again. Now, McCart knows this cart has to get pushed the entire game. If they don't push it constantly with ×3, they're gonna lose. No take it, a nice kill on Denial, and McCart has the cart pushed so far, but they also need to get a bunch of kills, and things are looking very desperate. It's a very, very fast time their opponents got in that last round, and Serenity Crew somehow pulled it together beautifully. So McCart have to beat this. I am not gonna lie, I'm pulling forward just a little bit because they're my friends, but I do like the idea of a team named after Firefly. So, if they win, I'm not gonna be sad. I'm not gonna be sad. Right now, Zarlor's down, but not a lot of other players. They still have a lot of damage dealing capability on the field. FaZe and Denial get taken down. Well, Denial's, of course, on the dead ringer, but FaZe down is a pretty big deal. No headshots for the moment for the offensive team. They are pushing in with an Uber. Need to trap out the enemies, but actually they're too busy taking down a teleporter, and there you go, they do force the Uber out of the red team. Now, of course, Stigma is going to try and keep them trapped against this wall, and actually the med does drop that demo for just a moment, and you do see that as a result of the beautiful work of Sigma right now, that Demo Man is very close to death and does get taken out. The cart's still getting pushed. Where is the sentry is the real question, because McCart will have to push this through a choke point that is almost certainly going to be covered by a sentry and several spam classes. Denial, though, is going to start getting in position already to take that sentry down, or at least get the spam class gone. There goes Yeegs. No take is down for the count at the moment as well. There goes Smobo, and Denial continues his streak with Screw McCart, apparently. Oh no, Heart McCart. I don't even know. Whatever. But that is a very quick cap on the second point as well, so it looks like both teams have decided to abandon defense, or at least pump up their offense considerably. Noble just taking out, taking out buildings and pyros, and anything else that happens to walk into his field of vision, which at this point looks like it's gonna be the med. Where is the rest of your team, medic? Well, it doesn't even matter because you are so toast. You are like 200% toast, not even 100%. You are absolutely toast. And I'm sorry about that. I had to shut off the mic for just a second there because I made some gross sounds. Kella getting the cart already very close to the third point. 3 minutes left to go here. It's not a lot of time left. FaZe gets a nice headshot though. And the cart is capped once again, so this is an incredibly intense round. With the cart continuing to move, there is enough time for McCart to win it, but they are going to have to continue this dominating push right now. Heart McCart is trying to get out of here as best he can. 71 health left, but no, he will get finished off by, actually, it looks like by a, what is that? Flare gun shot. Oh my god. I'm getting a little tired here. Jordan taking down the sentry gun by himself, apparently. I think there's a little bit of help there. It was wrangled after all. But, oh, there goes that sentry once again. And Fox Donut is now down as well. A lot of red players are just walking into a meat grinder and dying, and that is really not helping their chances of winning this round. McCart has 2.5 minutes now, and that's actually a pretty standard amount of time left for this. A nice kill on Denial, so no spy for the moment, but Noble trying to get him once again, take down the medic. He didn't quite get it, though, and Hart McCart, the medic for our red team, is now back up to relatively full health. But there you go, the card is capped onto the fourth point. Cookie's trying to keep things built up as long as possible. He wants to keep his level 3 level 3 regular sentry. I'm sorry, it's not a mini sentry. He wants to keep that sentry at level 3, wrangled, doing a lot of damage to the enemy team, or at least taking a lot of their attention so the rest of the team can do damage. Now it's 9v9 here. Nobody has died just yet in this last push, but it is just about the last push. If McCart doesn't win this, they may very well lose the game. They're taking in the Demo Man right now, trying to do some good damage. And nice flash by Spirit. I think he realized that was a spy and decided to keep the Heavy alive. Very good play. That could prove extremely useful. Denial getting on the cart here, just trying to get it pushed a little bit further. 1:30 left. People are going to try and donate themselves to the cart and stop it. They are body blocking right now, but there's not a lot of players left on the red team. And there you go. McCart winning with one of the fastest times I've ever seen on Swiftwater. And of course, once again, we've got a little bit of a minute this time of anti-spoiler time, just to keep you on your toes. So thank you for watching. Try that again. Do hit subscribe on youtube.com/fatmop, because I like you, and I want you to like me too. Also, remember to like the video, remember to comment, and do all those other wonderful things that you need reminding to do, because you're forgetful. I'm forgetful. I forget all kinds of stuff. I mean, yeah, it's not the end of the world. But that was a good game. McCart won it 2-1 over Serenity Crew. And this game was actually played a long time ago. Like a long time ago. This is a very old game. Problem with doing post-produced casts is that by the time I send the STV demo to Beater, he takes a couple days to get things done. And for me, you know, from my end, after he sends me back the videos, I got to download them and then get them casted, and that's not always 100% fast turnaround either. So anyway, thanks for watching. You know,